excited. She's worked with Olay. She's been on TLC and even Essence Magazine. Please help me welcome to the stage, Helecia. All right, the fashion influencer herself. All right. It does me great honor that you're on this stage with me today. Yes. All right, so tell me a little bit about how did you get into fashion?
I've actually been into it. We were talking about this earlier. It was something that just kind of came naturally to me. I remember in high school, baby, I had a job and I would go over to the Ross, like you said, the Ross, and I would just pick out my fits and I would put them together. It was kind of just always a thing that I was into. I thought I was going to be an editor of a fashion magazine. That didn't happen, but I kind of became my own fashion editor in a sense.
Yes, yes, I love that. Doesn't she look good? Yes. Okay, all right. So at what point did fashion change from being your hobby to paying your bills? Okay.
It actually happened pretty recently. I would say within maybe like the last 3 years or so, I decided to really lean into it because initially natural hair was paying my bills.
Okay.
But I had to realize that I'm not just my hair. I'm more than that. So I really started to lean into it and baby, things just took off from there. So I think that whatever you're passionate about, if you just kind of go with it, it'll work out.
Okay, now to be an influencer, it takes a lot of confidence. At least I feel like it does. You're putting yourself out there constantly. Tell me, what does your self-talk look like? What are you telling yourself? When you wake up in the mirror and you look at yourself, what are you saying?
Worry about yourself. I actually just posted this because my grandfather used to tell me this all of the time as a child. And I never really understood what that meant. Like, it's like, what are you telling a 14-year-old, worry about yourself, worry about yourself? Like, Papa, what's up? Like, what does that mean? But as an older person now, it just makes sense because now I have to realize people don't really care. Like, nobody really cares. So it's like, why shouldn't you just worry about yourself? Pour into yourself, be yourself. And I do that through fashion. So that's literally what I tell myself. Like, nobody's really looking at you. I mean, they might be, but if I tell myself that, then I'm not so much worried about the outside influence or noise. I can just focus on me, who I am, who I want to be, who I want to show up as.
Okay, so were you always confident?
I would say for the most part, yes.
Okay.
I had a mother that would really encourage us. She would always say things like, "You're so pretty," or "You look amazing today," or "You smell good." I had kind of like those influences as a kid. Even like my stepfather or my dad, sometimes I would get little notes in my lunch kit that would just be like, "You're beautiful inside and out. Have a good day." And you know, I think that at the time, I didn't realize it, but they were literally building my confidence as a black girl. So it was kind of like, if my mama think I'm pretty, like, who else is going to tell me any different? Like,
okay, so we have a new girl mom here on the stage, right? And so you're saying that literally your confidence came from your mom and telling you how important. This is why I love this, because so often I feel like we hear the other side of the story, right? I meet so many women that say, my mama didn't tell me I was beautiful, or my dad didn't tell me I was beautiful, and my confidence is broken. It is beautiful to see that a woman did it right.
Yes.
And this is the product of that. Yeah, I love that. Okay, so tell me, like, what are some things that your mom would say to you?
For the most part, I'm gonna tell you this. So my mom passed away in 2016, and she went into hospice. And so when they go into hospice, they kind of coach you on basically what to do. Like, listen, they're about to transition. Make sure that you say everything that you need to say to this person before they go. Like, get it off so that when they're gone, you don't have like this guilt feeling or like you missed out on something. And so I remember I had my little session with my mama, and I'm just chitty-chatting, blah, 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 blah. And literally her last words to me, she looked at me and she just said, "You're so pretty." That was the very last thing that she ever said to me, ever. And that just sticks. And so it's like when I look in the mirror, I just remember, you already told me who I was. And I believe it.
Yes. Ooh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Wasn't expecting that.
Okay, me. Yeah, okay, wait a minute. She said, you already told me who I was, and I believed it. Tell me about the belief part.
I think that our parents, I think especially a mom, I think that that's like your first critic. Your first person that you want to make proud, the first person that you look up to, the first person that you kind of try to embody.
Yeah.
And so to hear words of approval from that person, it just kind of just sets in a different way.
Yeah.
It's like it sticks. And so no matter what, it's kind of like if my mama believe in me, can't nobody else tell me any different, because that's what she told me.
Yeah.
And if she believes it, then I know for a fact it's true.
Yes, yes, yes. You know, one of the things that she is talking about is the power of words. I think it's so interesting that words played that big of an impact, that although your mom has gone on, that her words still live so deeply within you. And I think that to any woman out here, I would say, man, let's just start speaking differently.
Yeah.
Right? Like, what if you could be that for somebody? And I feel like both of you ladies are. You guys are influencers. And so let's talk about words. Because what I see from both of you is, Helecia, you're a fashion influencer. I know you're a mommy influencer right now. Oh, Lori. And oftentimes we don't get to hear from you. We hear the reels, right? We see the fashion. We see the pictures. What words would you add? Like if you became a word influencer, if that was a thing. I'm making it up on the spot. Word influencer, right? If you're a word influencer, what words would you want to release to go viral?
Give them grace, I think. My middle name is Grace, and I've been thinking about this lately. When we approach people, when we see people, when we meet people, we literally have to give them grace. So it's not just who I am, but it's also what I have to give to people, because you don't know what people dealt with before they encountered you. And so,
thank you, because this is a community. We're going to hug it out, sis.
Oh,
thank
you. Don't touch me, but I'm going to touch you.
So whenever you can, try to give somebody, speak life into somebody. It could be something small, like you look good today. I like that outfit. Your hair is pretty. All of those things, you just don't know how people enter the situation. So you telling them things could totally change their perception, their vision, their feelings in that moment. And I think that's important.
And I think that's what you do. What about you?
I was not expecting to cry today. I got all these hormones going on. You know, it's really interesting. My best friend told me something that really changed my life. And I met my best friend actually at your Bible study, which is really interesting. What happened was she's a pharmacist, and she met someone, and the person was saying, oh, I'm going to Peru. And my best friend went to Peru, and the person was, you know, basically talking about it, and basically the person didn't know she was a pharmacist. But this is what she said. She said, I expect everything from everyone and nothing from no one. And why that was impactful for me was because, you know, I was telling her that, you know, this person was supposed to do this and they said they were going to do it. And she said, but if they do it, that's great. If they don't, that's also great. Because oftentimes we as human beings, we set these bars so high for people that they don't even have for themselves. And sometimes we set bars lower than we should. And so if we expect everything from everyone, like you could be anything, or nothing from no one, we'll be okay.
Yeah. Let me tell you, ladies, those are some powerful words, all right? Would you guys agree? I would definitely follow if they were word influencers, all right? Now, speaking of words, we're getting ready to play a little song association, all right? And so I'm going to ask you guys, you ladies, excuse me, these words, and I want you to tell me the song that comes to mind. All right.
Oh, Lord.
I know, right? I know. So I'm going to start with you, Helecia. And I'm going to give you 15 seconds, all right,
Okay.
to come up with the first song that comes to mind.
Okay.
The word that you have to think about in this song is special.
Oh my God.
Oh yeah. I can't help you out.
I need some help. I have no idea.
I don't know.
Okay, all right. Anybody in the audience got a song with the word special in it? All right, tell me, what's the song?
In his or her own way.
I don't
That's
even know
Barney.
that song.
That's Barney. Ain't that Barney? That's Barney. Yeah. We grew up on Barney. That is
Okay,
Barney.
we started out, we had a solo, we turned into a
Yeah.
Sing, too.
Yeah, she sounded good.
That sound good. Helping your sister out. Okay. Okay, so the next word, this one is for you, oh Lori. The word is time.
Lord.
And sis, this one is easy. I got this one.
I'm thinking of Pretty Wings, but is time in there? Time
Yes.
Pretty Wings.
Okay.
I don't remember the time part, but Pretty Wings is time in there.
It's the no word.
Yeah, y'all knew what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking?
What?
Time on my hands.
Oh yeah. Since you
Okay.
been
All right.
I ain't got no plan.
Okay. See, I'm not a singer, but I know the song.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So this one, I'm coming back to you, Helecia.
Lord.
How about always?
I will always love you.
Oh, yes. Whitney Houston.
Yeah. I was thinking Ashanti. Always there when you call.
Always
on time.
Your time right there.
Give you my
see?
all right. You see what I'm saying?
That one had always in time. That's double
yeah.
points, right?
That was double points. Hello.
Last one. Oh, Lord, can you let us know a song that has more in it?
Oh, we're living in the overflow. You are my more than enough. Yeah, that's a
Okay.
song. Yeah, more
Okay.
than enough.
More than enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Give it up for these ladies. Listen, and speaking of more, we'll have more special guests for you and giveaways right after this break.